Wait, did Giancarlo Esposito just reveal Moff Gideon is a Force user in The Mandalorian? The Mandalorian Season 1 was filled with shocks, soups, and surprises, but one of the biggest mind-blowers happened in its final moments. Ever since Moff Gideon stepped out of that wrecked TIE fighter wielding the Darksaber, we've had so many questions, like, what's his experience with the Mandalorians? Did he murder Bo-Katan to get the Darksaber? How was he involved in the devastation of Mandalore? And what does he want with the wee baby Yoda? And one question we didn't even know that we had, whether Moff Gideon could be a Force user, was addressed by the man behind the Moff, Giancarlo Esposito. Now, it's been a pretty big week for Esposito. Ubisoft revealed that he's going to be playing the antagonist in the upcoming Far Cry 6 video game, word on the street is that Esposito wants to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he appears to be determined to keep the hype train chugging along when he discussed The Mandalorian Season 2, specifically what the Darksaber means for his character, in an interview with Entertainment Tonight. To have this saber means I can use it, and I can do my own dirty work, that I'm a fighter, that I'm a warrior. That's part of me. But does Moff Gideon wielding the Darksaber mean he can tap into the Force? Esposito certainly seemed to imply it when he said, it also creates the possibility that he is one of the ones. He possibly has that, and that to me is interesting because is he really that fallen hero? Is he a descendant of Darth Vader? Wait, fallen hero, descendant of Darth Vader? That sure sounds like he's hinting at Darth Vader's Inquisitors. And in case you missed out, the Inquisitors were former Jedi who Vader corrupted and used to hunt down the remaining Jedi who survived Order 66. Now, we have to be honest because as exciting as that sounds, it seems unlikely that Emperor Palpatine would ever trust a former Jedi, even a corrupted one, to rise to any level of real political power in the Empire like Moff Gideon appears to have. Vader was the only former Jedi that Palpatine trusted, and look where that got him. Instead, we have another theory. The standard lightsaber might be the Jedi's elegant weapon of a more civilized age, and Esposito says regarding Gideon and the Darksaber, yeah, he's actually pretty good with that Darksaber too. But the Darksaber is different than the average lightsaber. Plenty of Mandalorian leaders who are not Force-sensitive like Bo-Katan have used it with great skill. So perhaps being a fallen hero, having skills with a legendary Mandalorian weapon, and a possible connection to the devastation of Mandalore during the reign of the Empire points to something other than Gideon being Force-sensitive. Namely, he may be a former Mandalorian, one of the collaborators who worked alongside the Empire. Now, we saw that the Empire was in the process of devastating Mandalore in Star Wars Rebels. However, we're still missing a ton of details about what led to the surviving Mandalorians living in hiding even after the fall of the Empire like we see in The Mandalorian. It seems likely that Mandalore's fate and Moff Gideon's history are probably closely intertwined. All we know for sure is that Esposito certainly knows how to keep teasing us with Mandalorian Season 2 details. And if we're lucky, hopefully he'll wind up joining the MCU, because we can always use another Tom Holland or Mark Ruffalo to help leak awesome details like this.
Everybody dies.
Dude.
Not everybody.
But until then, we'll just have to wait and see if Moff Gideon is a Force user or not when The Mandalorian Season 2 finally drops later this year. But tell me, what do you think? Is Gideon a Force user? Are we just being teased? Let's discuss in the comments below, and for all the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, be sure to head to Nerdist.com.